Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 best things that I bought in 2020 and 5 worst things. So if you enjoy handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. You'll love it. So first I'm going to go through the 5 worst things and then I'm going to go through the 5 best things. So number 1 worst thing I bought in 2020 was my Escal Neo Noe bag. Now, disclaimer guys, if you own any of these pieces, it is like no offense to you. I actually love everything I bought in 2020. Everything was amazing. There's just certain reasons why, things I feel like I shouldn't have purchased them. And the reason I shouldn't have purchased the Escal Neo Noe is because there were actually I was super wanting to purchase a Chanel Classic flap. I already had a bright pink one, which is over here guys. But yeah, I purchased this in 2019 I guess. And I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite bags. So I really wanted to purchase another color, and you have to really save up to afford that. And a part of me also kind of wanted to save up to buy a few classic flaps, just because I feel like they don't hold their value until like literally 10 years later. I feel like the prices go up so much, so I don't know. Anyway, I got super distracted by this Escal collection, which is absolutely amazing. I love the pastel colors and everything. And I also purchased from that collection, a little mini pochette. And I've already noticed on my mini pochette, I happen to get like the smallest little dot on it, which it really irritates me. I don't know how it happened. I have used this like quite a few times, and I guess it's just the, the nature of this print. It's, it can get dirty quite easily, and it's not always easy to clean canvas as well, I find, like especially in there's already, I can even see another little dot. I have no idea where these dots are coming from, but I think just buying a bigger like casual bag in a pastel color, in the Neo Noe, which is a very kind of casual style, it's just something that I didn't really find practical for me. Like, I think the Neo Noe, it's a great like everyday bag, like kind of like a fuss-free bag, kind of like, something like the Palm Springs Mini, but because this is a darker color, I just reach for it quite often, and I don't feel like it's gonna, change or whatever. Whereas the big, Escal Neo Noe that I kind of want to just like wear with my jeans and just chuck my lunch in, I just know that's going to get really dirty, and that's why I wasn't reaching for it, and I ended up selling it for a loss actually. And I sold it because I still wanted to purchase like a new Chanel bag, and I just kind of blown a lot of my money on this Escal collection, and it was just, I don't know, it was silly of me. I don't have a credit card or anything like that. I always try and save up for these luxury purchases, but I don't know, getting distracted by like really trendy collections and, bags that aren't going to be as practical or like, useful to you, I don't know, it's a bit of a no-no. So I did learn from that, that I kind of just, I should have just saved up for the Chanel bags first and not been distracted by this collection. But I do love the look of the Escal Neo Noe. Similarly, my second worst luxury purchase of 2020 was my Escal Toiletry 26. Now, I feel like for a toiletry bag, it's just very expensive. Like, I think I paid like over $700, maybe I think it was like $800 for a toiletry pouch. Now, $800 is a giant chunk of money that I could have used towards, one of my, dream Chanel bags, or even guys, if you're saving up for like, I don't know, a Birkin or Kelly, all these like little like unnecessary expensive purchases really add up. And I just think like the toiletry pouch kind of, I'm obviously not going to use it as a toiletry pouch because it's just so expensive to, just put my, makeup in or, skincare. I think this is something for someone who is extremely wealthy, is, not worried about, trashing their bags or whatever. And I think that's the same thing for the Pastel Neo Noe. If I already had a vast collection of, I don't know, classics already, or dream bags. Maybe, you know, this is a bag you could go for, but I mean, the Escal Neo Noe is definitely like a dream bag, but I don't know, it's just like, it's a lot for, I don't know, something that is not so, I don't think it will be as classic, you know, maybe in 20 years, comparing to like a small, you know, classic flap or something like that. So I don't know, it was just a lot of money. It was just bad timing for me, and I shouldn't have bought that, and I shouldn't have bought the Toiletry 26. It was just like a lot of money at one time for kind of things that I didn't need. And yeah, I was going to use the Toiletry 26 as like, you know, a little clutch, or like, you know, get a crossbody strap for it and wear it crossbody, which I did try out. But I just think you may as well just buy an actual bag. There's no point in using a toiletry bag, to me, as a real bag, because it's still a lot of money. You may as well just save up a bit more and get like, you know, even like a Prada pochette or something for $1,000. Like, I just think, yeah, it was just silly. I don't know. I shouldn't have bought it. So, third worst thing I probably bought this year is my, the little Rodeo on my Picotin. So this is my only Hermes bag, and I just think that the Rodeo is, or the Rodeo is just so overpriced for what it is. I don't know, like, I feel like this is something you would buy if you already had, again, like, you know, a collection of Birkins and Kellys, or even other Hermes bags to jazz up your bags. But the fact that I spent like, you know, $650 on one bag charm for one bag, I don't know, I just think it was a bit of a silly thing for me to do. And I have a lot of like, I have like a few little Hermes twillies, which I also use on this Picotin, so I don't know if I needed to waste $650 on a bag charm. I think this is something I should have waited to buy, you know, maybe when I'm older. I mean, I feel like when I'm like, you know, maybe like 36 or so, I'll probably, you know, purchase a Birkin or a Kelly eventually. Just because I think they're really well made and they're superior bags, and I'd love to own one in my life. And maybe then I should have bought like, you know, a little charm for it. But it's just, at this stage in my life, I don't need to be buying Hermes bags. There's still other things in my life I need to save up for. You know, I'm 29 years old, so I'm not like super young, but there's other things that I need to prioritize, and I don't want to go down this Hermes road so early in my life. I feel like, yeah, buying the little Rodeo, it made me feel like, oh, maybe I should, you know, start saving up for a Birkin or something. But I feel like when you buy something and it makes you want to buy other things, it's also a bad purchase. It's just, I don't know, I'm not ready to buy more Hermes bags at this stage, so I don't think I should have focused on that right now. So anyway, and then my fourth worst purchase this year was probably not my Nano Speedy, but the little charm on it. So this is a catagram charm I found on eBay, and it was a really good deal actually. I got it for like $300 or so not too bad. But the reason why this was a bad purchase for me is because I don't feel like it matches any of my bags. Like, I think it's just too big on all my bags. I mean, it kind of looks cute on this one, but it kind of made me want to purchase like a Speedy 25, like just a plain monogram one. And again, I think if you buy something, you know, in mind to purchase something else, it's not a good purchase, because it just means that you're just going to spend even more money. So when I bought this, I thought, oh, now I should get a plain Speedy 25 to put it on. That'll look so cute. But like, yeah, that's just going to make me spend more money, and I don't necessarily need a plain Speedy 25. I already have my Cherry Speedy, which I think looks really cute with the Murakami charm, and I don't know, the catagram charm just has no place in my collection, unfortunately. So, and it just makes me want to buy another bag. So that's why it's a bad purchase for me. And finally, I kind of feel like, okay, I use this bag a lot, but I honestly feel like the multi-pochette is extremely overpriced and the quality is not that great. I think that if you want to spend $3,000, you may as well just save it and like put it towards like, or like literally like a classic Chanel bag, or even like just save the money and, you know, get a vintage pochette or something. I don't know, this was like, I think this was like $3,000 because I got the World Tour version. You know, I got my cherry pochette for about $7.50, and I find that the quality on this is like way better. Yes, it doesn't come with this little canvas strap or this front pochette or this coin purse, but this coin purse, guys, to me is completely useless. I never use it. The mini one is really cute. I actually really like that, but I don't know, guys. It's just a lot for like what it is. And I found that putting a bag organizer inside has super helped the structure of it, because without it, it bends really weirdly, and when you wear it, it looks really like floppy, and I don't know, the canvas is very thin on these bags, and yeah, I just don't know if they're worth the money. So this was probably not a smart... I purchased it earlier on in the year in the pink strap, and then I sold it because I knew it wasn't worth it, and then I repurchased it again in the world tour because I really missed it. It's a very functional piece, but it's honestly not worth it, guys. So I'm not going to sell this because I use it a lot and I actually love it, but it's just not worth it, guys. So try and hold out not buying it, because it's going to go up in price again, and it's just going to be... It's just, I don't know. I don't think it's a classic bag. I just think you're better off buying like a dream bag than that. And I know for some people that might be a dream bag, but I don't know, that's just my opinion. Now moving on to the best purchases. Now definitely my little yellow Chanel classic flap. This is an absolute dream bag for me, like a holy grail, like a small classic flap in an adorable color like this. Yeah, this is something that I look at and I just think, wow, I can't believe I have this. This is so nice. And yes, it's a light color, so probably going to get marks on it eventually. But I do feel like with Chanel bags, they do age really nicely. As opposed to some like Louis Vuitton bags, I find that the hardware and stuff goes really rusty, and like the brass gets all weird, and I find that like Chanel bags, they just, especially in the classics, they age really nicely, and even if they get a little bit beat up, you can always take it to the bag spa or something. Same with Louis Vuitton bags, but I don't know, I just think this is something that I will have for like, you know, 20 years or so, and it will still be really treasured in my collection, as opposed to like my multi-pochette. Probably not going to be on the same level of that. So yeah, anyway, I'm glad that I saved up and bought that now, because yeah, Chanel bags, they just go up in value crazily. So who knows if they'll keep going up in value that much. I mean, it's been absolutely mental lately, but I don't know. I just think the sooner you buy them, the better, if you really want one. And I just think you should probably not get distracted by, you know, a skull collection or whatever. And then the next one I've got from my friend, I actually swapped. This is my second best purchase, I'd say. I swapped a mini bag that I bought pre-loved for this bag with my friend. And I absolutely love this like kind of caramel tone classic flap. It's an absolute dream. I actually noticed in, I think next season Chanel, they're going to bring out a caramel tone classic. So I just think this is such a timeless piece. I love the details. I absolutely love the feel of the chains on these bags. They're exquisite. Like, just comparing to, I don't know, anything else. I think for me, Chanel is a brand that I just absolutely love. And I just think that their bags are like little treasures. So yeah, that's how I feel. My opinions won't be the same as everyone else. I mean, I obviously love Louis Vuitton as well. I have so many Louis Vuitton bags now, especially from this year. But yeah, I'm just thinking about like future me, like me in 20 years, what will I still treasure? And I honestly feel like my Chanel classic bags, I will still treasure in 20 years. Whereas, you know, something like a limited edition Louis Vuitton bag, I think it still could be, well, like the multicolour collection, still actually very sought after these days, even though it's been, you know, over 20 years. Oh, has it been? No, maybe, yeah, less than 20 years since it released, but I don't know. What do you think, guys? So my next, so two best ones were my classic flaps. Third best one, I'd say, well, actually, to be honest, I think my little owl, Nano Alma. Now, I just couldn't believe I found this in Melbourne, and where I live, and it was like, the price was not like over retail. And so I just think that this is such a cute piece. It's honestly something that I would have never thought I could find. So I just think that this was such like a dream item. Yes, it's Louis Vuitton, guys, and yes, it was not cheap, but it's actually very functional, and it just adds something extremely cute to your outfit, I think. So I love it. And it fits my phone, it fits all the essentials, and I don't see many people with this bag either. So yeah, I think that was the third best one. And also, I got this on Vestiaire Collective, my Papillon in watercolor. This was 1,700. So I honestly think something like this is much more worth it than like my multi-pochette. I mean, the print on it is absolutely amazing. The shape of it is, it's in really great condition as well. I think like they definitely don't make bags like they used to. And it just looks great. It's just so cool. It's like a collector's piece. So I think that this was a good purchase for me. And I have used it quite a lot. I think, you know, it fits, like I can put my snacks in there, or it's just a cool piece to have. I think it will hold its value as well. I don't know. I think this was a better purchase. And then finally, I'm absolutely obsessed with my Game On Collection Vanity PM. Now, this is also a very light coloured bag, so you have to be worried about getting marks in it. But I think that, you know, after I'd purchased my Chanel Classic Flaps, I still craved a little bit of LV in my life, and I think the Vanity PM, I definitely much prefer it to the Escale Neo Noe that I had, only because it's a smaller bag. It's a little bit more special, I feel, and I honestly think that the details in this bag are really, like, there's a lot of details. Like, there's a little lock, there's a clochette, there's a lot more going on. Even the interior, it's just, I don't know. And the chain, it's just so beautiful, and I just think this is something you can dress up, and it really adds something special to your outfit. And yeah, I was actually thinking of purchasing the Speedy 25 in this print, but I'm actually happy now that I went with the Vanity PM, because I just think that it's just more me, and I'm more into these like mini little cute bags than, I don't know, big kind of casual bags in loud prints. And I did find that earlier this year I was buying a lot of multicolour bags in bigger sizes, like the Trouville, and actually I had a cherry, a cherry blossom. Yeah, I had a cherry blossom, what is it called? Anyway, I had a cherry blossom bag. I forgot what it's called now. But that was also a bigger style. And I think those like bigger kind of style loud prints in Louis Vuitton bags in the bigger styles are just not for me. I'd much rather go for a smaller bag. And yeah, I just think this is really special. So yeah, that was one of my best purchases, and I will never sell that one. That one is really cool. So yeah, what do you think, guys? Do you agree with anything I said? Are you a bit angry at me for like anything like dissing some of the other bags? That's totally fine. I would love to hear your opinion. And yeah, thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!